ready to play ball here in Binghamton, New York. On the penultimate game of the 2021 season, the Binghamton Rumble Ponies take the field after the national anthem here at Mirabito Stadium. It'll be Oscar De La Cruz out on the mound today as the sun begins to set here in Binghamton, New York. What a beautiful afternoon it is. I don't think we could have asked for better weather. Tom, rain on the forecast? Nothing. We should be good to go for tonight. A beautiful 75 degrees. We've got a breeze going on today, 8 miles an hour. Right now it's coming in from center field, but we'll see how that plays out as the sun begins to set here. The mountain range, beautiful in the backdrop of the stadium. The train back there as well right now. And De La Cruz throwing his warm-up pitches. Hayden Singer back behind the plate tonight. He had an off day yesterday as the Rumble Ponies fell to the Fightin Phils 4-1. Dalton Guthrie started off the scoring yesterday with a solo home run. Josh Stevens tacked on an RBI, as did Chris Cornelius. He had a two-hit night, and Guthrie scored one more time in the top of the ninth thanks to Simone Muzziotti to give the team a 4-1 advantage. Taking the win in his Double-A debut, a Rubiel Armenta. Big win for him. Brian Marconi coming away with his league-leading 15th save of the season. Tyler Carr and Kyle Dowie also pitched one inning of clean ball, so really nice to see the bullpen fantastic in action. Of course, Adam Leverett had the start, just 5 hits and 1 run, so really pitching and defense took the Phils to that game, so they come in leading the series 2-1 here, and they look to, well, if they win tonight, they'll take the series since we're only playing 5 games. Since Wednesday's was canceled due to a clement letter and the COVID situation for the Rumble Ponies not allowing us to make up that game. And Matt Kroon steps in the box, takes the first pitch, ball, that pitch coming in exactly at 6:35 here. They've been pretty much on the money starting things off in Binghamton. De La Cruz gets a strike to Kroon. Kroon an off day yesterday. Back in action out in right field tonight. He fouls one back, down 1-2. Dane Ponsack, the crew chief, calling the balls and strikes behind the plate tonight. Josh Gilreath shifting to third, and Steve Hodgins manning the first base corner. De La Cruz comes inside. Kroon tied up on the inside, able to get a piece of it though, and fouls it back. That's the first base coach, Nair Luis Martinez, out there. And, of course, Sean Williams, the manager over at third base. Happy birthday to Sean Williams. Our skipper turns 38 today. Best in the game, we know for sure. Here's the 1-2 coming into Kroon. Another foul ball back. He's doing what he's supposed to do as the leadoff hitter, seeing a lot of pitches out of the starter, De La Cruz, a righty. 7.16 ERA and 55 1/3 innings of work here in Double-A Binghamton. Averages about a strikeout per inning as the righty misses below. The count evening 2-2 now. And there's strike 3. Matt Kroon rung up. And one out on the board here for De La Cruz.
Batting second, the shortstop, number 6, Bryson Stott.
When Reading scores first in this series, they go on to win the game. They've done that obviously twice here, so they're going to try to keep that rolling by scoring first again in tonight's ball game. Bryson Stott chases and comes up with nothing for strike 1. Reading out there in their road gray uniforms. They'll wear that alternate road cap, navy and red with the cursive white R on the front. As Stott takes a called strike outside. Binghamton, their home white pants. They're rocking those throwback Mets black jerseys. Retro look there, the black caps as well. Here's De La Cruz to Stott. He gets a piece of it, fouling it up. Okay crowd here on Saturday night. Yesterday was definitely packed and not so much today. So the group area is pretty well up the right field line. Stott takes a pitch upstairs, checks his swing, but he does not go around. 1 ball, 2 strikes. A couple of Philly fans out there today. A couple of guys in the Harper jerseys, the Phillies caps, as Stott bumps it back. Even saw a couple of Eagles jerseys out there. Didn't realize we were in that kind of territory, but good to see people repping Philadelphia. I mean, really close to the Pennsylvania state line. Here's the 1-2 to Stott. He gets another piece of it. And he'll stay alive. Couple of clouds way in the distance, but it's clear overhead at Mirabito Stadium. The lights are on here at the ballpark as the sun kind of shades across the outfield. Stott takes a pitch outside, and it's ball 2. The crowd, of course, wanted that to be strike 3. Pretty much just the center fielders in the sun. Everybody else is in the shade. That's Duplantis out in center with Cortez to his left and Rincon to his right. We do see Cortez and Beatty in the lineup today. They had the first 3 nights off. They were a couple of guys listed on those COVID protocols as Stott gets a piece of one, another foul ball back. That was pitch number 8 of the at-bat. In the infield, Beatty over at third. Mauricio and Carpio, the middle infielders, and Fermin shifts to first base. Stott, a slow roller to second, the second baseman to the pitcher, and Bryson Stott beats him out. What a play. Bryson Stott swift down the first base line, and the slow underhanded toss by Carpio to the pitcher De La Cruz, just not in time, so Bryson Stott will run it out and should get a hit for that. Nice way to start it off here in the first with 1 out and a runner on. Here's Simone Muzziotti. First pitch strike to Muzziotti. There's a foul ball down the left field line for strike 2. Like the Artphils have the Baseball Town Hall of Fame, they have one here in Binghamton to honor elite players that have come through and gone on to have successful careers, as Muzziotti ropes this one up the third baseline foul. So, of course, Reading honoring Carlos Ruiz at the ballpark. He made an appearance. The fans loved it, and Binghamton did so today. They had 4 players, one of which was David Wright. Now, they gave a speech about Wright. They took a long pause, and I thought he was going to run out. I was very excited. And then they just played a video interview of him. But a very nice speech. He gave a tribute to his time here in Binghamton. As Muzziotti chops one to second. They're going to try to turn 2. We'll see if they can. The shortstop throws the ball away from first, so Muzziotti's going to be safe, and he's going to be awarded second on that error by Mauricio. Bryson Stott, though, the lead runner, is out on the force out, so that'll just be a fielder's choice and then moved over on the error, I would imagine. I think it would have been a close call, to be honest, at first anyways, but doesn't matter. Our Phils get a runner in scoring position here with 2 outs. Logan O'Hoppe steps up. O'Hoppe 1 for 4 yesterday as the designated hitter, a base hit and a walk. He'll return as the catcher tonight. De La Cruz looks back at Muzziotti on second. Nobody's covering over there, so he's going to have to come home. O'Hoppe pokes it right back where it came from to the center fielder Duplantis, and that'll do it here. Reading strands a runner on. In the top of the first scoreless, we go into the bottom half to see his Double-A debut. It's David Paulino on the mound for Reading.
The Reading Fightin' Phil's birthday party package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you are a youngster or an adult, there is no better birthday than a Fightin's birthday. The Fightin's Fan Birthday Package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $120. Base packages include 10 general admission tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin's fan's birthday is a grand slam.
Customers Bank is a proud continued partner of the United Way of Berks County and the Ready, Set, Read initiative. Ready, Set, Read programs focus on improving literacy skills for children from birth through 3rd grade. The Fundamentals of Reading are a community-wide initiative that bring together schools, businesses, organizations, and individuals throughout our area to improve early grade reading success. Customers Bank and the United Way of Berks County are committed to reading success and urge you and your business to support this worthwhile initiative. For more information on Ready, Set, Read and how you can become involved, please visit readysetreadberks.org. And thank you, Customers Bank, for your continued support.
In terms of player amenities, weight room, clubhouse. Well, my first thought was they are. So I looked at Ohapi on deck and I'm like, where's his wristband? Yeah, I saw that was a thing like just today on Twitter, today and yesterday.
Well, the way they wrote the article, it was a very weird article because it said like on Saturday, like with the article published today, and today's Saturday. So I read it and I was like, oh, they have been.
No,
and it was just
that
today.
hashtag fair ball thing was literally just today. Yeah, they make $100 less per week, but they get free housing, which is far more than $100 a week.
Yeah, I agree it should all be better.
Yes, but yeah, it is.
Right-hander David Paulino making his Double-A debut for the Reading Fightin' Phil. Spent most of the season, all of the season in fact, with the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs as he sends a first pitch strike into the leadoff batter, Antoine Duplantis. He's been leading us off this entire series. Paulino did have one stint with Philadelphia. Got a long history. I'll go over it in just a moment. As he gets a foul ball out of Duplantis, he's down 0-2. In left field, Grenny Kumana over there today because Muziati in center and Kroon shifting to right. That sun is out in center field. It's over and right a little bit. If Kroon were to have to jump at the wall, could possibly affect. Here's the 0-2 from Paulino way inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Guthrie back at third with Bryson Stott. Returning to shortstop, Chris Cornelius stays at second with his 2-hit night last night. Brock Stassi back over at first base. And, of course, Logan Ohapi behind the plate. Paulino gets the sign. He steps back. Now he comes home. Guess a little bit low there. Paulino, 27 years old, originally signed with the Detroit Tigers. But he was traded to the Astros in 2013. As the righty gets a fly ball out of Duplantis, Bryson Stott will catch it right behind second base. A quick and easy out, number 1. Here's Ronnie Mauricio now. So, traded to the Astros, and then he had to have Tommy John surgery, so he pretty much missed the entire 2014 season. Then, in 2017, he had a surgery to remove bone spurs in his elbow. What also happened in 2017, though, was he was suspended for 80 games for violating the Major League Baseball Drug Prevention and Treatment Program. Took an anabolic steroid, Boldenon, it's called. I don't know much about it, but he was suspended for 80 games, and that happened right after they had called him up to the Astros to help him out with. They had a bunch of injuries going on, so they called up a couple guys from AAA. and Paulino was one of them. He actually made his debut back in 2016, you know, when they called up the young guys at the end of September. He was 22 years old then, made his debut on September 8th in 2016. Played in 9 games for the Astros as Mauricio fouls this pitch off. 2 balls, 1 strike. So then he was suspended, and when he came back, he was traded from the Astros to the Blue Jays. So the Blue Jays sent over Robert Osuna, and the Astros sent back Paulino, Hector Perez, and Ken Giles. And then he played in 7 games for Toronto, but they were all in relief. Ground ball back up the middle. Paulino reaches his glove out, but it goes all the way to Bryson Stott. Throws to Stassi. There's 2. So after he played with the Jays for a little bit, he was released. Well, he was designated for assignment first. Nobody claimed him, and then he was released in 2019. And so spent some time playing winter ball in the Dominican, getting things back in order. And then the Phillies signed him as a minor league free agent this January. Carlos Cortez steps into the lefty batter's box, our first time seeing him this series. He is the number 10 prospect for the New York Mets. Fouls the first pitch he sees out of Paulino. So pretty much spent the season in AAA with the Iron Pigs. Did get 1 call up to the Philadelphia Phillies. He pitched 2 innings of work, gave up 3 hits, 2 runs. Not terrible, but they designated him for assignment after that to kind of take him off the 40-man. Nobody claimed him, so he's outrighted to Lehigh Valley. Pitched another couple starts and then sent here to Reading to help us finish off the season. 2 balls, 1 strike to the lefty Cortez. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. No runs on the board. As Cortez fouls the pitch back into the net. Count evening at 2 apiece. Paulino stands pretty much straight to the home plate area, and he gets Cortez to fly out to left field as Kumana catches the ball. A 3-up, 3-down inning for Paulino. Scoreless going into the top of the second at Mirabito Stadium.
Gear up for the Fightin Phils season. Visit the Brentwood Industries Fightin Phils team store at First Energy Stadium, or check out our online store 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at rphils.com/shop. We have a wide variety of Fightin Phils hats, t-shirts, kids apparel, and more. Looking for something new? Check out our latest selection of Los Luchadores de Reading and Reading hot dog gear, plus throwback black R-Trains R-Phils attire. Root for your Fightins in style. Stop by the Brentwood Industries Fightins team store or rphils.com/shop.
The Reading Fightin Phils, in conjunction with Savage 61 Fiesta Fridays, are proud to partner with the eXp Realty Group throughout the 2021 season. Visit their convenient website at brgpa.com. The custom search bar makes house hunting online easier than ever, and their talented team of agents is here to answer all your questions. Call them today at 610-926-8610. eXp Realty Group is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin Phils at all 7 Savage 61 Fiesta Friday games during the 2021 season. eXp Realty Group, where every move matters.
Savage Auto Groups is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin Phils. Our large inventory and wide selection of models, along with competitive pricing, allow us to make great deals on many vehicle makes and models. Visit Savage 61, Kia, and L&B in Berks County for all your automotive needs.
A lot of internal hires if you end up firing the guy.
Back on the mound, De La Cruz. Reading recorded a hit in the top of the first, but no runs. Paulino set him down straight, so scoreless here into the top of the second. Dalton Guthrie fouls back the first pitch he sees. Through 1 inning of work, Paulino 14 pitches, De La Cruz 21 as Guthrie pokes another one foul. Down 0-2. Reading and Binghamton fighting for that number 4 spot in the AA Northeast. Reading 46 wins on the season. They've been 6-4 in their last 10 games. Binghamton 47 wins on the season, 3-7 in their last 10 games. Ground ball to the first baseman. He picks it up and makes a play unassisted. There's one out as Guthrie's retired. Here's Granny Kumana now. Kumana 1 for 5 yesterday. He'll shift over to left field today. As we discussed yesterday, most of the affiliates playing Mets affiliates. As the Phillies take on the Mets, 7:15 start for them. The Jersey Shore Blue Claws playing a doubleheader. No, just one game. They just started it very early against the Brooklyn Cyclones, and it's in the, well, the game is over. Brooklyn won 9-2 as they just finished the top of the ninth. Kumana lines this one down the left field line, coming in on the run. Carlos Cortez makes a grab below his knees. And there is out number 2. Nicely hit by Kumana, just Cortez covered a lot of ground there. On the mound for the Phillies, Aaron Nola. And he's going to face off against former Philly Carlos Carrasco. Plays for the Mets now. He was out with an injury for a lot of the season, but back now. Now everyone's excited for Aaron Nola after the Phillies picked up a big 4-3 win with Zach Wheeler on the mound yesterday. First pitch ball to Brock Stassi. Second pitch is outside as well. And there's a pitch on the corner. 2-1. Stassi chases and comes up with nothing here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs on the board in the top of the second. We are scoreless. Foul ball back. He'll stay alive. Bumps another one into the net behind home plate. Here's the 2-2. Stassi lines it the other way. It's going to drop in front of Cortez. And Brock has a base hit here with 2 outs. Reading's going to try to brew something here as Jack Conley, the designated hitter, comes in. Conley had a nice double in the 8th yesterday. Also reached on an error and scored. Comes up still using that bat he got in Cooperstown. Inscribed with his name on it. With a runner on first and 2 away, De La Cruz comes right home. And a called strike at the knees. Conley takes it up and out to left center. Ranging over Duplantis. He's going to make the catch. And that'll do it for Reading here in the top of the second. They get a runner on, but they strand him. So we go scoreless into the bottom half at Mirabito Stadium.
What does it mean to bank locally with Tompkins? It means keeping your money in your community with a team of neighbors to guide you through big decisions and milestones. Plus all the convenience of our mobile app where you can manage your account, deposit checks remotely, send money to family and friends, even turn your card off if it gets misplaced, then back on when you find it. Ready to bank locally with the team at Tompkins? Visit Tompkins Vist Bank online or at a branch to get started. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Copa de la Diversión is an initiative of MILB which creates alternate identities for teams across the country wishing to better reach out to their Latino communities. The new identity represents more than a luchador. Luchar means to fight for, and luchador translates to fighter. But it also signifies a specific type of fighter, a masked wrestler. The mask logo pays tribute to some of the most notable elements of the city of Reading. Embodied in the luchador's masks is Reading's pagoda, surrounded by 23 sun rays representing the Latin American countries and Puerto Rico. Down the bridge of the nose is Reading's fire tower. Home plate serves as a luchador's mouth, with First Energy Stadium's facade creating the upper lip. Below the chin are train tracks, symbolic of the historic Reading Railroad. And along the side are baseball seams, a nod to Baseball Town's rich history. Fans can look forward to the R-Phils players suiting up in Los Luchadores de Reading caps and jerseys on specific games throughout the season.
Younger. There's a lot of players going, just the great majority are younger. No, younger than him. Like not double A. Even yeah, oh yeah. I would imagine he'll be there.
Into the bottom of the second, scoreless here at Mirabito Stadium. David Paulino, after a quick 1-2-3 first, comes on here for the second. Reading has 2 hits, Binghamton none so far. Our first time seeing the Mets' number 2 prospect, Brett Beatty. Beatty splitting the season between high A and double A. He ropes one into left field, rushing in, Kumana. He makes the catch. Hard hit by Beatty, but Kumana able to run it down. There's one out. Didn't give me a chance to talk about him. Well, he'll come up again as he hands the bat over to Carlos Rincon. Rincon's had a pretty good series against Reading yesterday. 2 walks to his name as the designated hitter today. He's out in right field. 274 average on the season. Paulino stands facing home plate. He's got his right foot back on the rubber, his left foot out in front. Glove at the waist. Now he turns sideways, steps back with his left foot, and then kicks and pushes home. Back-to-back balls here to Rincon. Of course, this is his full windup. Yet to see him throw out of the stretch today, so we'll see how that transitions. But right now, working quickly through these batters here, though having some trouble against Rincon. 3 balls, no strikes. Wind shifting a little bit. It's pushing in left to right. See if that impacts the bats as Rincon fouls one up and into the stand. There's strike 1. Infield back deep except for Brock Stassi, who's shaded a little bit more towards second than usual. Muzziotti shifted a little bit more towards left center as well. Here's the pitch. There's ball 4. And that's the first base runner today for the Rumble Ponies. So Paulino's had a little bit of some tips going on up in AAA against the Scranton team. That's actually who Lehigh Valley is playing right now. In his last appearance against Scranton, was actually suspended and ejected during the game for hitting a batter in the head as Nick Meyer lays down a bunt. Paulino fields it, throws it over to Brock Stassi. They get the out at first. Stassi tries to double up. Rincon at second. Instead, he throws the ball into left field, so Rincon advances to third, but there's 2 outs on the board. Good play there by Paulino to come off the mound quickly. A nice bunt by Nick Meyer, our first time seeing him in this series. Played that well, but I think see if they give Stassi an error there. Thrown it into the outfield. Here's Luis Carpio with a runner on third and 2 away. First pitch strike from Paulino. So there's kind of a long story between, Scranton and Lehigh Valley. They played each other for just about 60 times this season because when they were in the alt site before the season started, obviously those two teams close. They played each other just to get a little practice work in for that month of April when the AAA season was delayed as Carpio fouls the ball back at 0-2. So lots of time spent back and forth. You don't often ever see a team that many times in one season. So animosity kind of started to brew as Paulino bounces it in front of the plate, and on a wild pitch, a run is going to score. Tough way to give up a run, an error, and then a wild pitch. But that'll erase the runners on the base paths as Binghamton takes a 1-0 lead. So Paulino was at the alt site against Scranton. Gave up a couple home runs. Then Estevan Florial was hit by a pitch there that tempers flared a little bit, but nothing really came out of it. And then they spent the whole season seeing each other as another ball comes into Carpio, 2-2. And finally, in this last start, the Scranton team hit Alec Bohm once, almost hit him twice. So Bohm was getting a little frustrated with that. And then Paulino hit Max McDowell in the helmet. And tempers flared. McDowell charged Paulino. They threw punches, nobody connected as catcher Tyler Heineman broke up the fight, but both players were ejected. We'll talk about that a little bit more as a strikeout occurs. Carpio down for the count. 1 run does score for Binghamton, so they lead by 1. Reading's turn to bat, though, top of the third, Mirabito Stadium.
Spend some quality time with the family by taking them out to a ball game every Sunday home game at First Energy Stadium. Sundays are Burke's Packing Sunday Family Fun Days, presented by Classic Harley-Davidson. Get 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, and 4 sodas for only $50 when purchased in advance. Burke's Packing is a family-owned and operated meat processor located here in Reading, specializing in hot dogs, ham, specialty meats, and more. Join us for Burke's Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at Sunday home games all season long here at First Energy Stadium. The Fightins feature special post-game concerts throughout the entire season with more live music than anywhere else in Berks County. Each post-game concert features $1 off St. Boniface Brewing and live music on the T-Mobile stage. That's post-game concerts thanks to St. Boniface Brewing. From the cleanup position, there's no one better in the field than J.P. Mascaro & Son. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. Make our team your team, whether in a pinch or for the long haul. Like the Reading Fightin' Phils, we're the best in our field. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO.
Leading off the top of the third inning for the Fightin' Phils, the second baseman, number 7, Chris Cornelius.
Reading down by a run. So they'll work from behind here in the top of the third. Oscar De La Cruz gets run support, as Chris Cornelius is going to start us off. A nice two-hit game for Chris yesterday. Takes the first pitch ball down and away. Reading has 2 hits on the board. Binghamton still has none, but they do have a run thanks to an error and a wild pitch, as Chris fouls one back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ground ball left side. Mauricio fires it, and it gets past the first baseman. I think that'll be an error on Fermin over there. I thought it was a good throw, maybe a little bit high, but he had his glove on it. So Cornelius is going to be safe, and if that's an error, that is 3 errors in this game in the top of the third. And a good thing by Chris to run sharp down the line. Reading gets the tying run on first, nobody out, as we go back to the top of the order with Matt Kroon. Kroon takes the first pitch ball. He struck out to start off this ball game. They'll send one into center field. Easy catch for Duplantis. There's one away, as Cornelius forced to stay at first. Here's Bryson Stott, base hit in the first. See if he can reach again now. And he does it. Pulls it down to right field. It drops in front of Rincon. Hustling to third is Chris Cornelius. The throw is high. And there goes Cornelius from first to third to get him to scoring position. Bryson Stott's going to take advantage of that and hustle to second on the throw. And suddenly, Reading threatening with 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out. And they did give the error to the first baseman on that play. Stott should probably just get a single there and advanced on the throw. But Cornelius at third, Stott at second. 1 out on the board. Scoreboard people having trouble keeping up here as Simone Muzziotti steps in. And immediately on the first pitch, lines it past the third baseman, scoring easily Cornelius and Stott. A double for Muzziotti, plates 2, and Reading right back on top, 2-1 here. That's the second 2 RBI double for Muzziotti in just 3 games. Very impressive, the young prospect. And I think we have to go back and we have to give credit to Chris Cornelius for pushing that first to third run. He doesn't go. A, Bryson Stott can't go over to second. He's trapped at first. But 2, both of them don't score on that double if they're not in scoring position. And you've got to keep in mind that Chris could have easily just held up at second, nice and easy, jogged to second. Instead, he pushed it and got himself over to third, and then both people were able to score on Muzziotti's hit. And that puts Reading on top 2-1. 1 out still on the board with a runner in scoring position. Logan O'Hoppe takes the first pitch strike. They try to tie up Muzziotti on second, but he dives back in time. Late tag there by the second baseman, Carpio, who's keeping him on. De La Cruz out of the stretch here. He's got his glove on his left shoulder. Now he sets up at the chest as he looks back to Muzziotti, glove at the waist. He'll kick and fire home to O'Hoppe in the dirt 1-1. So the second baseman, Carpio, pretty much playing behind the bag at second. And Fermin is still pretty close to first, so O'Hoppe pretty much has the right side of the infield to work with. One out on the board. Reading leads by 1 run. O'Hoppe calls time. It's granted. And he can step out for just a moment. His biggest fan down there in an O'Hoppe jersey. A little kid, can't be more than 3, as he lines it right into the glove of the third baseman. Muzziotti able to dive back in time. Sharply hit by O'Hoppe. But Brett Beatty standing in the exact right spot. And there's out number 2. The runner's still on second. Here's Dalton Guthrie. De La Cruz looks back at Muzziotti. The 0-1 fouled back by Guthrie, 0-2. Sun almost set here in Binghamton, New York. Guthrie pops one up. It's in foul territory. It's going to end up in the Binghamton dugout. Nobody's able to get to it in time, so he gets to go again. Reading 2 runs on 4 hits. Binghamton 1 run on no hits. Reading an opportunity to add more on with Muzziotti on second here. Top of the third, 2 outs. Dalton Guthrie, back-to-back multi-hit nights. Takes an 0-2 pitch. Gets a piece of it. Get to go again. Grounded out to the first baseman back in the second. His last outing against Portland, De La Cruz, 4 innings of work, 4 hits, 3 runs. He did strike out 6, though. Here's the 0-2 in the dirt. Good block by the catcher, Singer there. Muzziotti looked to go to third, but he had to stay put. And once again, the 0-2 this time. He gets Guthrie with a 94-mile-an-hour fastball upstairs. Reading strands a runner, but they score 2 off the bat of Simone Muzziotti. They lead by 1 now going into the bottom of the third as we await David Paulino to come back out.
From the cleanup position, there's no one better in the field than J.P. Mascaro & Son. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable quality hauling, disposal, and recycling service for your home or business. Make our team your team, whether in a pinch or for the long haul. Like the Reading Fightin' Phils, we're the best in our field. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO.
Join us as we celebrate Reading's Hispanic and Latino culture during 7 Friday home games this season. The Savage 61's Fiesta Fridays, presented by Alex Batanzas of eXp Realty, Humane, Pennsylvania, Supportive Concepts for Families, Children's Home of Reading, and Mao Beer. Fiesta Fridays feature special Los Luchadores de Reading uniforms, Hispanic and Latino food and music, and other cultural events throughout the ballpark. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL or visiting us at the Weidenhammer ticket office at First Energy Stadium.
Every time you grab an ice-cold 20-ounce Pepsi, you'll find a Pepsi emoji on the side of the bottle. So while the Pepsi delivers this, the Pepsi emoji delivers this.
Ooh.
So go ahead, crack open a Pepsi and tell the world how you feel and what you love with Pepsi emojis. Say it with Pepsi.
Leading off in the bottom of the third inning for your Rumble Ponies, the catcher, number 3, Hayden Singer.
David Paulino now, he's got some run support. VR fills up by 1 as Hayden Singer comes on. Paulino hasn't allowed a hit yet. Has allowed a run, though. A walk, an error, and a wild pitch let Carlo Rincon cross the plate. Singer down 0-2 here. Paulino goes down and away. Singer does not chase. Another pitch in the dirt, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Paulino a changeup plus slider, fastball 2, and a curveball, and I quote from scouting reports, that falls out of the sky. Sends ball number 3 and though to Singer. Here's a full count. The starter takes a step back. Now he kicks and fires. The payoff pitch, a ground ball, bounces high into the glove of Guthrie. On to Stassi, and there's 1 out. Number 9 hitter,
Number 16,
Edgardo Fermin. Actually, the only batter in their starting besides Duplantis. So back-to-back batters Paulino will get to face that have averages under the Mendoza line. Fermin takes the first pitch strike. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Well, let's check around the league now. So, the Phillies and the Mets just getting started. Phillies take a quick 1-0 lead. Gene Segura home run. That's still in the first inning. And of course, Aaron Nola is going to come out on the mound. The bottom half. And Fermin strikes out. That's the second one of the day for Paulino. Out number 2 here in the bottom of the third. Reading leads by 1 run as they send Double-A Mets to the top of the order. Antoine Duplantis, who popped up to Bryson Stott in his first at-bat. Lehigh Valley started their night off by completing a game that was caught in the middle of rain back on Wednesday. Unfortunately, former R-Phil Josh Hendrickson took the loss in that game. Pitched 4 1/3 innings. First out, gave up 1 hit, 3 runs, but walked 6. That was his demise. And so Lehigh Valley ended up dropping that game 6-2, but their second game is in warm-up mode, so they should be starting that quite soon. Here's the 2-0 from Paulino in the dirt. 3 balls, no strikes to Duplantis. And there's a perfect strike down the middle. There's strike 2, and Paulino has worked his way back from a 3-0 count to full here with 2 outs in the bottom of the third, trying. Keep the arm fills on top. Duplantis fouls one into his leg, trying to walk it off here. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs on the board. Here's the pitch from Paulino. Duplantis stays alive. Pitch number 44 for Paulino here, trying to get out of the bottom of the third. Duplantis connects again, but it's foul. Duplantis trying to keep this bat going. Let's see who comes out on top. That was pitch number 9. Two outs on the board here for Paulino. The righty kicks and fires the payoff pitch, sent upstairs. Ohapi comes over. Another foul ball for the 10th pitch of the at-bat. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the third, Arphils lead by 1. Duplantis another pop-up. Brock Stassi coming in foul territory. Picks up his glove, makes the catch, and another 1-2-3 inning for Paulino. Keeps the Arphils on top by 1, and it's their turn to bat in the top of the 4th here at Mirabito Stadium.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, are you okay? The hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 70 years of senior living.
Leading off at the top of the fourth inning for Reading, the left fielder, number 3, Rennie Kumana.
Reading leads 2-1 here in the top of the fourth inning. Rennie Kumana steps into the righty batter's box. Here's Oscar De La Cruz, 52 pitches for the righty. Paulino finished with 48. Kumana takes the first pitch ball. Holds off on another pitch inside. Rennie lined out to left his first time up. The sun completely set here. Baseball under the lights in Binghamton, New York. Ground ball left side. Beatty makes the play. First play we've seen the number 2 Mets prospect on. A good throw over to first, and there's one out. Here's Brock Stassi. Stassi 1 for 1 on the day. Righty De La Cruz against the lefty. Stassi fouls one into the left field grandstand for strike 1. This one popped up. Finger rips his mask off, but it's going to hit the roof, as you could probably hear it there on the crowd mic. Stassi down 0-2 here. Holds off on a ball below the knees. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Brock Stassi grounds it sharply to the second baseman, Carpio. What a play, a diving stop onto first. Stassi just beat out. 2 groundouts make 2 outs here for De La Cruz as Jack Conley heads up. Conley takes a ball and a strike here. Reading 2 runs on 4 hits. Binghamton just the 1 run on no hits. Top of the 4th inning. 2 outs on the board. Conley's count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. De La Cruz gets him to chase down and away. His first 1-2-3 inning of the night. And Paulino is going to come back on the rubber with a 1-run lead to the bottom of the 4th.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 70 years of senior living.
Feasers Incorporated, a family-owned, full-line food service distributor located in central Pennsylvania. Services restaurants, sporting facilities, theme amusement parks, healthcare facilities, educational facilities, and other institutions throughout Pennsylvania and the Mid-Atlantic region. For over 100 years, Feasers and its employees have committed themselves to making customer service their highest priority. Feasers works hard to provide customers with the products they require, delivered by their helpful fleet drivers. Feasers is large enough to serve and small enough to care. For more information, call 800-326-2828 or Feasers.com.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on all the great work that ROG Orthodontics provides. ROG Orthodontics and the Reading Fightin Phils, two great hometown partners.
Ronnie Mauricio heads up to the batter's box. David Paulino back on the rubber with a 1-run lead. He has not allowed a hit through 3 innings of work, did walk a batter and let him score on a wild pitch back in the second. Mauricio 0 for 1 with a ground out to short. Grounds the first pitch. He sees up the first baseline, but it's foul. Here's the 0-1. Sent out to right center field, running over. Matt Kroon makes the catch just shy of the warning track. There's a big out, number 1. Wind still pushing in from center field. That flag out there in the outfield moving swiftly. Here is Carlos Cortez. Flew out to left. Here's who's rocking the high Sox today. Kumana and Muzziotti in the outfield, and then the battery of Paulino and O'Hoppe. Cortez hit by a pitch. He's going to head down to first. Everybody else, those long pants here. Cool night in Binghamton. The second free pass issued by Paulino as Brett Beatty comes up here. Now, Beatty, an interesting draft pick. He was an older high school senior. He was 19 years old. And that kind of deterred a lot of teams from picking him there, but the Mets very comfortable selecting him early in the 2019 draft. Spent 2020 at the alt site, so got some extra practice time. Pretty big power hitter as he takes back-to-back balls from Paulino. And the thing about Beatty is that he can work all sides of the field. A lot of opposite field home runs. Also can pull the ball really well. But the Mets just worried about his swing mechanics, but that's really something that can be learned with a good hitting coach. As he takes the first strike. 2-1 the count. 1 out on the board, but a runner on first. But a real athlete. Beatty was a 3-sport athlete in high school. Pretty impressive. Went on to be selected and chose baseball out of the 3 sports he played. And a good versatile player as well. Third base and the outfield. Plus arm strength makes him really good for both of those positions. And he ends up being walked by Paulino. So back-to-back free passes issued. The hit by pitch, Cortez slides to second. Beatty down to first on the walk. 2 runners on and 1 out now for Carlos Rincon, who walked and scored back in the second. The only run on the board for Binghamton. And of course, Reading still leads by 1 here at the bottom of the 4th inning. Bryson Stott and Chris Cornelius take a couple steps closer to the bag at second. With the righty bat, I imagine Cornelius is going to be the guy to cover there, if need be. First pitch ball here to Rincon. Pitch number 59 now. As Rincon flies this deep to right on the run. Matt Kroon just shy of the wall. Both runners have to go back. And a good catch by the right fielder. Big out number 2 there for Paulino as he will face Nick Meyer. Longest outing for Paulino this summer, 6 2/3. As far as pitch count goes, 95 pitches. Ball number 1 to Meyer, who grounded out his first time up. 2 runners on, 2 outs. Here Reading leads 2-1 in the bottom of the 4th inning. The pitch from Paulino, swing and a miss. Off speed he goes and gets Meyer to chase. And that'll do it. Paulino strikes him out swinging. Third out pickup, he strands 2 runners on and still allowing no hits through 4. Reading keeps their 2-1 lead as we go into the 5th here at Mirabito Stadium.
The Fightin Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Sports Colleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
It's summer. Time to trade hibernation for liberation. Couch time for tan lines. The sunshine and good times are waiting, so it's time to go the distance in a car you can depend on. Kia, backed by our 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Summer's calling. How will you answer? Kia, movement that inspires. Hurry into your local Kia dealer today for great deals on our exciting lineup of vehicles built for summer.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty program refers to a limited powertrain warranty. See retailer for warranty details.
We have our last game of the 2021 season, where we will ask the same question.
Second baseman number 7, Chris Cornelius.
Top of the 5th here at Mirabito Stadium. De La Cruz comes out for another inning of work here. Reading leads 2-1. Cornelius a part of that. He scored a run back in the 3rd. Takes the first pitch strike out of De La Cruz. Up to 64 pitches here. There's a called strike to the knees. He's down 0-2. Infield back deep here for Cornelius. Reached on an error by the first baseman. This one comes up and in. Bounces back. All good. Line drive right into the glove of Fermin. This time he gets a hold of it. And there's one out as Cornelius sent back to the dugout. We'll go back to the top of the order with Matt Kroon. Two balls here to Matt Kroon, who's 0 for 2 on the night. Righty on righty matchup here as Kroon takes a pitch in the dirt. 3 balls and no strikes. And there's a called strike. Another one makes this count full. Kroon up 3-0 now. The count 3-2 here. De La Cruz comes way inside, and there's the ball four he was looking for. So he'll head down on a free pass. Reading has a runner on and one out for Bryson Stott.
Shortstop and Burger King presents Bryson Stott.
First pitch by Stott, fouled up and back out of the park. He's 2 for 2 with 2 hits today and a run scored. One out on the board, one runner on here in the top of the 5th. Matt Kroon shuffles over a little bit as Stott takes a pitch upstairs. Wouldn't be surprised if Kroon tried to pull for second here. 6 stolen bases on the season. Swing and a miss for Stott. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Stott stays alive with another foul ball back. These are Phil's pitchers are pushing out the pitch count of De La Cruz, nearing 80 here, trying to get out of the 5th. Only 1 out, though, and a runner on for Reading. They lead by 1, but would love to have insurance runs. There's ball number 2 as the count evens up. Kroon being held on by Fermin. As De La Cruz turns around and looks at his runner here. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Stott. Another foul ball back. We'll go again. Two balls, 2 strikes to Stott. He connects and drives it into the gap the opposite way. Kroon shifts over to second. A 3-hit night for Bryson Stott already, and we're only in the 5th. 2 on, 1 out now as Simone Muzziotti, who has all the RBIs on the night, will come up. He came up last time. A wild pitch sent both runners into scoring position, and he brought them both in with a big double down the left field line that tracked all the way to the wall. And now we'll see a visit from the pitching coach, Jonathan Hurst here. Catcher's going to come out as well. I see somebody warming up in the bullpen. They're going to give him a little extra time here with this mound visit. What do we got here on De La Cruz? 82 pitches right now. And now the pitching coach is going to go back into the dugout. Catcher back behind the plate as Muzziotti gets ready to step into the lefty batter's box. Lefties have been having a good time here against De La Cruz, obviously Stott, Brock Stassi as well. And Muzziotti does it again. Same exact spot up the left field line. 1 run will score the throwback in from Cortez, very sharp. And Muzziotti, an RBI single, sends home Matt Kroon from second. Bryson Stott moves over to third. There's runners on the corners here. And just 1 out as Logan O'Hoppe steps up. He's made hard contact this series, but doesn't have a lot to show for it, which is just the way it goes sometimes. But good things happen when you put the ball in play, and he'll continue to look to do that. He's only struck out once, so Comes up 0 for 2 today and takes a first pitch ball. That's Stott at third, Musiotti at first. Gotta go update the Twitter page. As Hoppy takes another ball. There's a called strike on the outside corner. 93 miles an hour off the hands of De La Cruz. 2 balls, 1 strike. Hoppy pokes it down the right field line. I think it's going to rope foul, and it does into the picnic area. So we'll go again, 2-2. Sends another one back foul. And Logan Hoppy connects. He lines it out to left center field. Stott is going to score easily. And there's a hard hit ball from Hoppy that drops in. That's what I was talking about. He keeps hitting them. And just sharply to the spots where the fielders are standing. This time, perfectly drops it in. And an RBI single for Hoppy puts the R-Phils up 4-1 here, and that'll be it for the starter as the manager comes in and takes De La Cruz out of the game. We'll take a break here as Reading continues the top of the 5th.
Be the first to know everything about your Reading Fightin' Phils by signing up for the Baseball Town Insider email newsletter. Once you become a Baseball Town Insider, you will receive breaking news about Fightin's promotions, including giveaways and guest appearances, special events, exclusive offers, and discounts on tickets and merchandise, just for being a Baseball Town Insider. Visit Fightins.com to sign up for this free email newsletter. Baseball Town Insider. Stay in the loop and become a member today.
T-Mobile is the leader in 5G coverage and speed. No one else covers more Americans with the fastest 5G. The R-Phils are proud to introduce T-Mobile as the title sponsor of our Plaza stage. Fightin' Phils fans can continue to expect great performances on game days and non-game days. The T-Mobile stage is home to great bands, such as the Truest Fightin's mascot band and many others. It will also continue to house great musical performances during the off-season.
Looking for a place to have the ultimate family fun at the Fightin's game? Look no further than Geico Funland. Geico Funland features the most exciting games and entertainment at the ballpark, including speed pitch, mini putt golf, ring toss, and peach basket toss, mascot autograph booth, a bounce house, and the incredible giant inflatable slide. Bring your family to all the fun at their next R-Phils game at Geico Funland. And thanks to Pete Shaw, your local Geico insurance agent, located at 2733 Paper Mill Road, Suite X3 in Wyomissing.
Well, a pitching change here into the top. So we're still in the top of the fifth. Reading has knocked out the starter, De La Cruz. Mitch Reagan is handed the ball here with 1 out and runners on the corner. Reading already scoring 2 here in the top of the fifth. And it's Dalton Guthrie who's up with Muzziotti on third and Ohapi on first. Reagan activated off the injured list yesterday. 15th round pick back in 2019. The righty deals. Guthrie goes up the middle. They're going to try to turn 2 here. I think he's safe at first. He is. So they just get the force out at second, and Muzziotti scores off the bat of Guthrie. Reading leads 5-1 now. That was good there. The slide from Ohapi. It didn't cut into the shortstop Mauricio, but it made it tough for him to run through the bag and throw, which is what he was trying to do. And so it'll just go in as a fielder's choice. And an RBI there for Guthrie. Reading leads 5-1 here, 7 hits. Binghamton still hasn't gotten one. They do have 1 run on the board. There's Grenny Kumana as he takes the strike. They throw it to first, but Guthrie dives back in safely. Runner on first, 2 outs on the board. Granny Kumana's 0 for 2 today. Ground ball left side. The third baseman, Beatty, cuts in front of the shortstop, fires it to first. And that'll do it. Reading scores 3 runs here in the top of the fifth. They strand a runner on, but they take a 5-1 lead as we go into the bottom of the fifth. David Paulino's got some insurance runs here at Mirabito Stadium.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils. The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Humane Pennsylvania throughout the 2021 season. Humane Pennsylvania is the region's premier leader in animal welfare and empowers the people in our communities to increase their capacity to care for animals so that all animals are safe, healthy, and treated humanely. Humane Pennsylvania is proud to be a Fiesta Friday and Bark in the Park sponsor. Learn more about Humane Pennsylvania and how you can help build the best community anywhere to be an animal by visiting humanepa.org.
To enjoy a perfectly crafted 1893 from the makers of Pepsi Cola, you must first appreciate its carefully selected ingredients. A dash of cola nut extract, a hint of real sugar, a splash of sparkling water, and a generous amount of attractive spokesperson. Trust me, I'm gorgeous. Cheers to 1893 boldly blended colas, a delicious balancing act of premium ingredients from the makers of Pepsi Cola.
Luis Carpio grounds out on the first pitch he sees. Guthrie, a nice throw over to first, and there's one away for Paulino as we come into the bottom of the fifth quickly. Reading put a 3 spot on the board in the top half, and not only that, but they knocked out the starter, De La Cruz. as Hayden Singer comes up here one away already in the bottom half. Paulino, 63 pitches. Ground ball left side. This time it's Bryson Stott with a perfect throw to Stassi. There's two.
The first baseman, number 16, Edgardo Fermin.
Here's Edgardo Fermin, the number 9 hitter. Struck out already against Paulino. Another ground ball, this time slow to Dalton Guthrie on the run. The throw is up the line. What a play by Brock Stassi to get that ball and keep it from going into the stands. That was so slowly hit that Guthrie had to get rid of it quick. And honestly, Fermin hustled down the line. I'm interested to see how that is going to get ruled. A hit there for Fermin, so that actually breaks up a no-hitter that Paulino was throwing. I think justified, though. Guthrie shouldn't have been penalized for that. And Paulino's going to go for the pickoff attempt with Fermin at first. Out of the stretch here, the reliever stands towards, or the starter, excuse me, stands towards third base with his glove at his waist. Comes home to Duplantis, fouls it back, strike one. There's a pitch below the knees. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs here. Bottom of the 5th, Reading leads by 4. Yesterday, a 3-hour and 15-minute game. We'll see how today flows. A line drive right into the glove of Stassi, playing just a few steps off the bag. All he did was lift up his glove, make the catch, but you've got to have really good reaction time to get that. And so a runner will be stranded for Binghamton here as they trail by 4, but it's Reading turn to bat as we go into the top of the 6th.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Mal Beer throughout the 2021 season. Mal Beer and Mal Cinco Estrellas Lager, which is available in the Stadium Plaza Bar, has 128 amazing years of brewing history. Founded in 1890 in Spain, Mal Beer has always been there to satisfy the most demanding taste buds. Make sure to pick up Mal Beer and Mal Cinco Estrellas Lager at First Energy Stadium at our Plaza Bar throughout the 2021 season and at your local retailer. Mal Beer is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils and all 2021 Fiesta Friday celebration games. Mal Beer, the 5-star taste and the quintessential beer from Madrid. Please drink responsibly.
At Savage 61, our goal is to assist you in making a confident decision. Our friendly, professional staff members are available to answer your questions and listen to your needs. Whether you're shopping for a new or pre-owned vehicle, we're ready to help you with your search. Visit our dealership at Pottsville Pike today. Fastball, curveball, slider, it's the pitcher's grips that make the difference.
And when it comes to cornering, braking, and traction, CJ's Tires and Automotives can improve your car's grip with a new set of Hankook tires. Hankook tires are known for great handling and reliability mile after mile. Together, Hankook Tires and CJ's are your winning team. So whatever your vehicle needs, an oil change, state inspection, brakes, alignments, or Hankook tires, trust CJ's Tires and Automotives in Fairless Hills. CJ Tires and Automotives. They really are better, faster, and more affordable.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday I'm checking into a hotel in Clearwater. Yeah, I've never been to Disney World. I've been to Disneyland.
Well, here's the guy who made the great play to end the fifth. Brock Stassi comes up. Lefty 1 for 2 today. Reading has a 5-1 lead, 7 hits to Binghamton's 1 hit. Stassi takes the first pitch ball off the hand of the reliever, Reagan. Came in to get the last 2 outs of the top of the fifth. Mitch Reagan, 6 foot on the mound, 24 years old. Comes inside to Stassi. 3 balls, no strikes. There's the first pitch strike. And there's ball 4 as Stassi jogs it down to first base. Reading has a runner on to start this off as Jack Conley heads up. Conley takes a pitch downstairs. Off speed goes Reagan. 6 ERA currently. 12 pitches in relief. He's got Stassi on first, nobody out. The righty is back to the bag, takes the 0-1. Conley shows signs of bunt, but he pulls back for a ball. He's actually been very successful laying down that bunt this summer. And about half the time, I would say, he runs it out. We'll see if he tries to go for that here and now, just to move Stassi into scoring position. Here's the 1-1. No signs of bunt, but it's a pitch in the dirt. There's strike number 2. Count evens. Another home run from Gene Segura puts the Phillies up 2-0. He's got all those runs on the board for Philadelphia right now over the Mets. And here against our Mets affiliate, Reading leads 5-1 over the Binghamton Rumble Ponies. Threatening here again in the 6th as Jack Conley goes down swinging. That is out number 1 with Stassi on first. Here is Chris Cornelius. Slow rolling ground ball up the third base line. It moves foul. Sassy still over on first, one out here, top 6. A little bit of a holdup going on. I'm not sure exactly what that was. But now seemed ready back for action as Reagan sets up on the first base side of the rubber. The righty sends a 1-1 into Cornelius. Head of the pitch, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And there's strike 3, back-to-back Ks for Reagan. Puts 2 outs on the board now. As we go back to the top of the order, Matt Kroon, who has Brock Stassi out on first here in the top of the 6th.
Right fielder number 12, Matt Kroon.
Inside, back-to-back balls here to Kroon. Righty on righty matchup here, the 2-0. Called strike of the knees. Reading 5 runs on 7 hits. They've made 1 error in the field. Binghamton 1 run on 1 hit. They've made 2 errors. And he hits Kroon in the hand. Ouch. Is he saying he didn't move? He definitely hit him in the hand. Whether or not he's saying he got out of the way or not is another story. And Sean's going to come out and argue. I mean, that was pretty obvious. Foul ball. I guess he's saying he got it with the end of the bat. Kroon's pointing to his hand, saying it hit him on the knuckles. Sean's out there clearly arguing with the home plate umpire, Dane Ponsack. And Kroon takes off his glove. I wonder if he's got a mark there or something to show the umpire who's shaking his head. And clearly he's not going to change his mind. Bryson Stott coming in. I think he's going to try to back off Kroon here. All the umpires converge to have a conversation. Seen him overturn 2 calls here in Double-A so far this summer. And they are going to award him first. The crowd is booing. Their pitcher hit somebody. And Matt Kroon will take first. So 2 runners on, 2 outs here. As Stassi shifts to second. And Bryson Stott will come up here. And now, of course, their acting manager, Kevin Bowles, is going to come out and talk because he initially did rule it a foul ball. So they overturned that call. And obviously their manager is going to argue there that could change the game depending on how things go. But I've never seen the reversed call. Haven't seen one of those yet. And Bowles is going to have to head back to the dugout unhappy. So Bryson Stott is going to come up here. He is 3 for 3 today. There's only been a couple players this season who have had 4-hit games. I go back in my game notes to look. 4 hits. Madison Stokes twice, Matt Kroon twice, and Josh Stephen once. Stott's had 3 singles so far. Scored twice. He'll take a first pitch strike out of Reagan. Stassi on second, Kroon on first. And Stott chases upstairs, 94 off the hands of Reagan. He's down 0-2. 2 outs here, top of the 6th. Reading leads 5-1. And Bryson Stott is the strikeout batter today. So if he strikes out, fans get a free Whopper. So they're cheering, "We want Whoppers" in the background. Top priority here at Mirabito Stadium is a Whopper. But Bryson Stott 3 for 3 today. Here's the 0-2 pitch, way upstairs. He holds off this time. Wind picking up quite a bit, left to right, still pushing it in. Two on, 2 out. Top 6. Righty on lefty, inside to Stott. And that's ball number 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and 2 runners on. And Stott, does he get a piece of it? He does. So foul ball back will go again. Bryson Stott steps back into the lefty batter's box. This is the first time he's seeing the reliever Reagan. All 3 of his hits came against De La Cruz. Reagan looks back at second. Here's the 2-2. Below the knees. A good frame by Singer. I'll give him credit for that, but doesn't get the call from Ponsac. And Stott has worked back from an 0-2 count to full. Stassi was walked, and Kroon was hit by a pitch. That's how those 2 runners are on. Reagan a pitch away from getting out, a pitch away from loading the bases or worse. Reading already leads by 4 here in the top of the 6th. 2 outs on the board, 2 runners on. Here's the payoff pitch. Upstairs, Bryson Stott walks. He works his way back from an 0-2 count. He'll take first. And the bases are loaded here for Reading in the 6th with 2 outs on the board. And it's the RBI guy right now, Simone Muzziotti. That's Stassi on third, Kroon on second, Stott on first. They all got free passes onto the base. And we're going to see a visit from the pitching coach here, Hurst, the catcher. Singer's already out there to discuss game plan. Now there's 2 outs, and he did strike out both of the batters, but he's in a real tough part of the lineup. He'll face Muzziotti, Ohapi, and Guthrie. All have done damage back in the 5th. Muzziotti already had 2 RBI double and an RBI single, so 3 on the day. Long meeting at the mound here. The umpire in to break it up. The entire infield has come in, actually. They're still out there. And finally, they break up. Catcher and the home plate umpire exchanging some words here. And now he's going to talk to the pitching coach. Thought it was going to get aggressive there, but it ended up cordial. And with the bases loaded and 2 away, the lefty Muzziotti is going to step in. Reagan just came off the injured list the other day. Tough to tell if he was injured or was there for the COVID protocols with HIPAA. They don't release that kind of information to me, at least. 2 outs, he goes up and in to Muzziotti, ball 1. Know what place to put him as the bases are juiced for Reading. Stassi, Kroon, and Stott around the horn left to right. Wynn pushing in. And the infield outfield back deep to Muzziotti, who's had another 2-hit night. Here's the pitch. Get him a called strike on the outside corner. The count evens at 1. Reagan sets up, glove at the waist. Here's the 1-1. Muzziotti pokes it down the left field line this time. Beatty's got it as he jumps up and snags it out of the air. His 2 hits were down the left field line this time, just not high enough over the head of the third baseman, but well hit by Muzziotti. Reading strands 3 runners on here in the top of the 6th inning. They lead by 4, though, going into the bottom half.
Better pitching, faster base runners, and more runs batted in usually beats the competition. At CJ's Tire and Automotive, better selection, faster service, and more affordable options always beats the competition. When it comes to tires, CJ's MVP choice is a new set of Falken tires. Falken tires are known for handling, reliability, and value. And for more than 50 years, CJ's has been helping customers find the right tires at the right price. Together, Falken Tires and CJ's are a winning team. Stop in any time at your local CJ's or shop online at cjtires.com. CJ Tires and Automotive. Better, faster, and more reliable.
We've been privileged at ROG Orthodontics to be part of the local community for over 60 years, creating generations of fantastic smiles.
We're honored to be voted the #1 orthodontist year after year and proud to be the top Invisalign provider in the region.
We passionately believe we're changing lives every day right here in the community where we live.
We offer interest-free, flexible payment plans
and provide monthly scholarship programs for free braces.
Be sure to check out our magnet contest to win free braces.
We love seeing our patients' successes, knowing we had a part in changing lives.
One fantastic smile at a time.
Savage 61 is a proud sponsor of Fiesta Fridays. Enjoy an R-Phil's game, great food, music, and entertainment. The team will play as Los Luchadores de Reading Latino Tribute uniforms. Visit Timmy Profit and Savage 61 Pennsylvania's most awarded dealership for all your automotive needs.
Leading off the bottom of the 6th inning for your Rumble Pony, the shortstop, number 23, Ronnie Mauricio.
David Paulino comes in here for the bottom of the 6th inning. Reading threatened in the top half. They had the bases loaded, all from free passes there, but they were unable to score, so they lead by 4 here in the bottom of the 6th. And Ronnie Mauricio up to bat against Paulino to start things off. Takes 1 ball, 1 strike. Paulino's only let up 1 hit, but Mauricio drills this into right field. That is a no-doubter over the scoreboard. Oh my God, they're flickering the lights. And that will put Binghamton one step closer to Reading. 5-2 here as he very elatedly crosses home plate. Hard hit ball by the number 3 prospect for the Rumble Ponies. And a solo shot makes it 5-2 here in the bottom of the 6th. Gets the ball to Cortez and then gets him to chase on a fastball. 1-1. Cortez fouls it back. He was hit by a pitch back in the 4th, otherwise 0 for 1. Infield back deep here to Cortez. Righty on lefty matchup here. Nobody on but Paulino. Comes home with the 1-2. Gets Cortez on an off-speed pitch, and he is down. Out number 1 there for Paulino, and the R fills here in the bottom of the 6th. Here's Brett Beatty. Beatty walked in the 4th, otherwise 0 for 1. It's cooling off here. Down to 69 degrees here in Binghamton, New York. You can feel it. As Beatty start off with a strike of the knees. Sends it into right center. It's going to drop in. All the way to the wall it goes as Muziati picks it up and fires it back in quickly, but a stand-up double for Brett Beatty. We'll put a runner in scoring position with just 1 out here for Carlos Rincon. I don't think I see anybody throwing in Reading's bullpen right now. So I would imagine they trust Paulino with the rest of this inning, at least, only up to 80 pitches. I think they'll let him go into the 90s. Runner on second. Reading leads by 3. And Rincon takes the first pitch strike. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. And that'll do it for Rincon, strike 3. So Paulino uses 2 big strikeouts here in the inning. And with 2 outs and a runner in scoring position, here's Nick Meyer. Meyer 0 for 2, grounded back to the pitcher and then struck out. As Paulino sends in a ball here to Meyer. 2-1 the count, 2 outs. That's Brett Beatty out on second after doubling. Paulino's given up a home run here. Like their fans here emphasizing the pitch clock on Paulino as if nobody pays attention to that at all. That's what the counting in the background you might hear is. Back to the backstop goes Meyer. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Trying to get out of this frame here. Bottom of the 6th, Reading up by 3. It's been an eventful game, I'll say. It's past the 2-hour mark. Merging into the back third of this game. Of course, Binghamton, the home team, will have to play all the way through the 9th. Ground ball left side. Guthrie comes in, plays it over to first, and that'll do it here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Reading up by 3. We'll take a short break before the 7th here.
It's time for the Lupo Great Speed Race.
Raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, are you okay? The hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here and we'll work together to raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530. The Fightin Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Miller Auto Team Fireworks Series. Don't forget, if you like the jerseys that the players are wearing on the field tonight, there are 3 outs left in the auction down on the concourse behind home plate. Also, make sure to download Live Source on your phone and place your bids on your favorite prospects.
Franklin Para, the guy from Low A.
Attention fans, now pitching for the Binghamton Rumble Ponies, number 15, Franklin Para.
2/3, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, 1 hit by pitch.
Apparently, back in the day, this credit union where they're business, they have it one in Reading too. So they used to have this thing called the Visions Cup.
Leading off the top of the
Win
7th
credit
inning
union,
for
and
Reading, the
Reading's credit
catcher,
union
number
benefits the
36,
local team
Logan
like one,
O'Hoppy.
and they would like celebrate. And it's not a thing anymore. But for some reason, it's a thing in the press box for us. So we win the Visions Cup. It's called.
And tonight we'll clinch that.
Tonight we'll clinch the Visions Cup.
Will Cough be happy?
Cough will be so happy. But what else? Logan O'Hoppy here to start things off at the top of the 7th. And he gets a pitch over his feet, able to skirt out of the way. One ball, one strike here as a new reliever has come in for the Binghamton Rumble Ponies. Mitch Reagan hands the ball over to Franklin Parra. Parra sends strike number 2 in to O'Hoppy. And that'll do it. Strike 3. Down and out for number 1 here in the 7th.
Third baseman, number 28, Dalton Guthrie.
Parr spent most of his time in high A. Did see some time in rookie ball and 1 inning of work here for Double-A Binghamton. Allowed 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned. But bigger sample size in high A, a 6 ERA, 57 innings of work there. Mainly out of the pen, but has started a couple games. First pitch strike to Guthrie, second pitch in the dirt. A lefty here is Parra. 11th round pick back in 2018. He is out of New York, though. Need to see on a map how far this town is from where we are. New York, a big state, as Guthrie sends one foul. Nope, he's right by LBI, so not near this part of the state. God, we've got to be a couple hours from there. Copagway? Tough pronunciation there for me, but let's go with Long Island. 3 balls, 1 strike here to Guthrie. 3 hours, 45 minutes from Long Island we are. But cool to play in his hometown state. Don't know if that would make him a Mets fan or a Yankees fan. Maybe Mets. Tough to say. Guthrie fouls it up the third baseline. There is strike 2. Quick type into Google, and it comes up he's a Yankees fan. Favorite player? Luis Severino. So tough to play for the Mets, but I'm sure it's still cool to play for a New York affiliate coming out of New York. Guthrie sends one sky high down the left field line. He'll continue this at bat. So much you can find on the internet, honestly. Literally everything. Ground ball, backhanded goes Mauricio over to first. Guthrie out by a heartbeat over there. Back-to-back outs for the reliever Para. And here's Granny Kumana. Reading leads 5 runs and 7 hits. Binghamton 2 runs on 3 hits. Para has 4 pitches, which is pretty good for a reliever. Probably won't even get more than an inning or 2 of work. Struggles with control a little bit. He's had 48 strikeouts, but he's had 53 walks, so can't really walk more people than you strike out. That's a tough go. Sends a first pitch ball into Granny Kumana. Inside, ball 2. Sharply hit and diving is Mauricio. He can't come up with it. That ball trickles into left. The first hit of the day from Granny Kumana. And there's a runner on with 2 outs here for Brock Stassi. Stassi's reached twice today, once on a base hit, once on a walk. Drilled into left center field. Cortez on the run, bumping back. He'll make the catch, and that'll do it as Reading strands a runner on here in the top of the 7th. Stretch time at Mirabito Stadium. Your Phils are up by 3 going into the bottom half.
There you are in the great wide open when you hear it. Dinner time. When you're hungry, you're not going to let 5,000 feet of mountain get in your way. And if they try, that's what Kia's lineup of exceptionally capable SUVs with available all-wheel drive is for. The Telluride, Sorento, Sportage, and Seltos are how you know we take this pretty seriously. The SUVs and the dinner. Hurry into your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Visit kia.com for details. Always drive safely.
T-Mobile is the leader in 5G coverage and speed. No one else covers more Americans with the fastest 5G. The Phils are proud to introduce T-Mobile as the title sponsor of our Plaza stage. Fightin Phils fans can continue to expect great performances on game days and non-game days. The T-Mobile stage is home to great bands, such as the Truest Fightin's mascot band and many others. It will also continue to house great musical performances during the off-season.
Unlike any other area at First Energy Stadium, the Stadium 61 Dugout Suite puts you at the closest seat to the action on field, located just feet away from the diamond on the first base side. With covered seating, ability and motion accessible seating, and the most unique view around, your group will thank you over and over again for a one-of-a-kind experience. Tickets for the Dugout Suite are $27 and include options to add food or drink packages.
He was feeling really good today. He was swinging on the ball. I saw him a couple times today. He said he was doing good. Yeah.
Leading off the bottom of the 7th inning for your local pony, the second baseman, number 19, the
Luis Carpio steps into the box in the bottom of the 7th. Binghamton down by 3 runs, and the starter David Paulino's day is done as he hands the ball over to Austin Ross here for the bottom of the 7th inning. Paulino, a quality start, 6 innings of work, 3 hits, 2 runs, just 1 earned. 2 walks and 5 strikeouts. He does that on 90 pitches. As Ross sends back-to-back balls here into Carpio. He's 0 for 2 on the night. Ross, a righty reliever. First time we're seeing him in this series. There's a strike. 2-1, the count moves. Merging into the back half of this ball game, Reading up by 3 here. As Ross induces a swing and a miss. Count evens at 2. Ross often first out of the pen in relief. Comes upstairs, a full count. I wonder how far we are from Pittsburgh here. The Beaver, Pennsylvania native. As he gets a strikeout out of Carpio. Big pickup there for Ross to start the bottom of the 7th inning, 1 away. Let's go to the maps. The first pitch to Hayden Singer grazes the bottom part of the strike zone. Oh, and 1 the count. Well, it is far. It's far. It's 6 hours from Beaver, Pennsylvania. Not really a direct route, though, which is tough. You got to go up or down, because the Susquehanna State Forest is kind of right in the middle there of Pennsylvania. Ross sets up. The righty comes in with the 1-1 pitch, gets the bottom part of the strike zone again. 94 there, his fastball hovering mid-90s. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Checks his swing. Does he go around? No. The appeal to Steve Hodgins over at first. So the count moves 2-2. Ross had a really good stint in AAA, honestly. Surprised that they didn't keep him up there, but needed a reliever here in AA as he induces a swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts. And there's 2 away here in the bottom of the 7th. Actually, pretty fantastic in AAA, 8 2/3 innings of work. He struck out 12 for a 1.04 ERA. He also leads Reading in wins with 7. And he did pick up 1 in AAA. Nice to see guys move up and do really well. Even if they come back down to finish the season, it's really promising sign. Number 9 hitter and Edgardo Fermin steps in. He's 1 for 2 today. Ground ball left side sharply hit and it rolls foul. I don't think Guthrie would have been able to get to that if it was fair. Fermin had the day off yesterday. Down 0-2 here to Austin Ross. The righty sets up, glove at the chest, kicks and fires home, swing and a miss, and Austin Ross strikes out the side here on the bottom of the 7th. What a way to roll into the back half of this ball game. Reading takes their 3-run lead into the top of the 8th at Mirabito Stadium.
Time for that perfect job? The Acme Distribution Center in Denver, Pennsylvania is hiring warehouse positions now. Attend Acme's Job Fair Saturday, August 28th from 8 a.m. to noon at 500 South Muddy Creek Road in Denver, Pennsylvania. Starting rate of $20.30 per hour with potential first-year earnings of over $50,000. Acme offers industry-leading benefit packages with family coverage and a $2,500 retention bonus. Hiring this Saturday, August 28th. To learn more or register, go to hiringeventdenverpa.com. Savage Auto Groups is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils. Our large inventory and wide selection of models, along with competitive pricing, allow us to make great deals on many vehicle makes and models. Visit Savage 61, Kia, and L&B in Berks County for all your automotive needs. Established in 1928, the Manor Golf Club is one of the oldest public courses in eastern Pennsylvania. Located conveniently between Philadelphia, Lancaster, and Allentown in Sinking Spring, the Manor Golf Club offers a true test of golf on a traditional championship-style golf course where shot making takes precedence over length. Visit themanorgolfclub.com for more information.
Every Phillies affiliate has a winning record. I was looking at the wrong, because Jersey Shore is 16-13 against Brooklyn. Lehigh Valley went 7-5 against Syracuse. Now they can still play games because they have that 10. I don't know if they play Buffalo and then they're at home. I don't know who does they would fit. They play Buffalo first.
Leading off the top of the 8th inning for Reading. Hitter number 37, Jack Conley.
The Phillies are 9-8 against the Mets, so they would have to win today.
Tom and I having an interesting discussion off the air here as we roll into the top of the 8th with Jack Conley up at the plate. Franklin Parra back on the rubber here. Really great inning of relief from Austin Ross. Struck out the side for Reading. Conley rips one into the glove of Beatty. Over to first, out number 1. So it looks like, from the research that Tom was doing, all of the Phillies affiliates have topped their Mets counterparts this series. So Reading, if they're able to win this game tonight, will top the Binghamton Rumble Ponies in the series set this summer. Lehigh Valley on top of Syracuse. Even though their season goes another 2 times, they don't face each other anymore, so that's going to stay put. Philadelphia in their series with the Mets right now as Chris Cornelius pokes this into right field. Well hit, but not deep enough. And there's a quick out number 2 as we go back to the top of the order with Matt Kroon. So Philadelphia is going to have to pick up a win here against the Mets. They're up by 2. Those runs go back to Gene Seguro's homers. And, of course, Jersey Shore, 16-3. Games, 16-13? 16, they've played each other so many times. Jersey Shore has 16 wins, and Brooklyn has 13 wins in their series again. They played each other 29 times this season. That's kind of crazy. And so, anyways, the point we were trying to make there is that every affiliate has topped the Mets affiliates, which I guess if you put it that way, the entire Phillies system is better than the Mets system. That's not my words. That's the final scores words. 3 balls, no strikes to Matt Kroon. And there's a called strike of the knees to continue the at-bat. And Kroon takes ball 4, so with 2 outs, he'll walk. For the second time today, also reached on a hit by pitch. So 3 free passes for Matt Kroon. And here is Bryson Stott, who's reached 4 times today. 3 hits, 1 walk. You're going to hear that "We Want Whoppers" chant again. Up and into Bryson Stott. He takes back-to-back balls. Quick meeting at the mound. The catcher Singer heads out to talk to Para. As we talked about before, walks have been his demise. Already has Kroon down on first. There are 2 outs here, but Reading already leads by 3 here in the top of the 8th. Wouldn't want to let up any more free passes if he can help it. Stott takes another pitch inside, 3-0. There's a strike 1 on the outside corner. Runner on first, 2 outs. The lefty kicks and fires the 3-1 to Stott. He takes it out to right center field. Coming over to Plantis, he'll make the catch for out number 3, and I'll end the inning on this note. If I was going to pick a strikeout batter on Reading's team, I certainly would not have chosen Bryson Stott. And as we head into the bottom of the 8th, Reading up by 3 at Mirabito Stadium.
One Phillies team that does not have a winning record. It's one of the Dominican teams. They're 3-3. However, the other Dominican team is 3-2. It's relatively solid. They do it. I mean, I think one's a higher level because they are.
Attention fans, now pitching for the Reading Fightin' Phillies, number 33, Blake Brown. Leading off the bottom of the 8th inning for your Rumble Ponies, the center fielder, number 21, Antoine Duplantis.
pitching change for Reading as Austin Ross hands the ball over to Blake Brown like Armenta yesterday. This is Brown's Double-A debut here for the Reading Fightin' Phils. The same thing, he was called up a little bit ago, but of course with the series being canceled last week. Making his debut right now. Top part of the order, he faces the top three batters, Duplantis, Mauricio, and Cortez. First pitch, a called strike, then a ball. The 1-1 fouled back, there's strike two. Ground ball, Bryson Stott all over it. There's one away. Wow, 2 Double-A debuts in one game. Because Paulino, technically, for Reading. Although I guess if you think back to opening day, that's probably like 10 Double-A debuts at the same time. Couple guys on our 2019 roster, but really not many. Up and in goes Brown, 1-2. So Brown, like Armenta, spent most of the season in Jersey Shore. Very successful there. 40 innings of work, 33 outings. 2 strikeouts for 1 walk ratio. 8 saves and 8 attempts. And notched 2 wins. Now, he was signed in 2020, so this is his first professional season. The full count pitch comes outside. Can't look at the scoreboard for the count here. Gotta be following on my own, my bad. 3 balls, 1 strike. As Mauricio chases. Brown graduated from UNC Asheville, where he was a productive starter and a reliever. Senior season had a 1.89 ERA and 4 starts with that abbreviated schedule because of COVID, and then picked up by the Phillies as he gets a swinging strike out of Mauricio. The count is now full. Mauricio had that solo shot in the 6th, his first home run in Double-A. And he gets him on a high fastball, 95 off the hands of Blake Brown. Picks up his first Double-A strikeout. And there is out number 2. Around 23 years old out of North Carolina. First pitch ball to Carlos Cortez. Cortez 0 for 2. He was also hit by a pitch today. Three balls, no strikes. Now, we've seen this before, and Brown had battled back to get the strikeout. We'll see if he could do the same this time. And there's a first pitch strike. He's on his way. Here's the 3-1 for Brown, infield back, and it's ball 4, so that will send Cortez down to first with 2 outs. He'll hand the bat over to Brett Beatty.
Now batting for the Rebel Ponies, the third baseman, number 22, Brett Beatty.
Hoppy's going to come out and have a quick chat with Blake Brown. Those two have played pretty much the whole season together in High A Jersey Shore. Hoppy being here for about a month, and Brown just joining us about a week ago. So they work well together. As Brown bends over, looks back at the runner on first with 2 outs. He's going to come home here to Beatty. Way upstairs, probably not the pitch there that Hoppy was looking for. There's a strike, 1-1. Stassie's holding on the runner at first. With 2 outs here, Reading leads by 3 in the bottom of the 8th. Of course, Binghamton, the home team, will have the bottom of the 9th. Pitch in the dirt, a great block there by Hoppy to keep it in front of him. Cortez thought about going, but instead he's going to hold out. A wild pitch, or maybe a pass ball, to be honest, gets through the legs of Hoppy. We'll have to see how they rule that, but either way, Cortez shifts into scoring position here. Three balls, 1 strike here. 2 outs on the board, a runner on second here. Here's the pitch by Brown. Sharply fouled back, and it's a full count. Cortez out at second. Brown's going to give him a look. Now he comes home with the payoff pitch upstairs. Back-to-back walks he issues. And there's 2 on, 2 out now. And we're going to see a visit from the pitching coach, Brad Bergeson. Hoppy was waiting for him to come out of the dugout here. And it's Carlos Rincon who comes on now. They give Brown a wild pitch that advanced Cortez. Doesn't really mean too much with Beatty walking down. Pitching coach is going to head back into the dugout. Hoppy back behind the plate. And we're getting ready to get back into it as Rincon steps in. He represents the tying run here. 2 on, 2 out though. As Brown leads over, gets the sign from his catcher. Sends a ball downstairs. He knocks his own hat off. Something going on in the outfield here. A ball got away from the bullpen. And so we're going to take a minute, get that out of the field of play. And back as Rincon steps into the righty batter's box. Very closed off stance. His legs are closer than shoulder width apart as he winds up and swings and misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike. 2 outs on the board, 2 runners on. Reading still has their 3-run lead here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Fouled up the right field line for strike 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, a ground ball, and Guthrie is going to take the easy out at third. Forced out as he steps on the bag. A fielder's choice that'll go in for Rincon, but Brown, a scoreless inning of relief as we go into the top of the 9th. Just 1 inning left here at Mirabito Stadium.
At Savage 61, our goal is to assist you in making a confident decision. Our friendly, professional staff members are available to answer all of your questions and listen to all of your needs. Whether you're shopping for a new or pre-owned vehicle, we're ready to help you with your search. Visit our dealership on Pottsville Pike today.
The R. Phils and Savage 61 are excited to bring you Fightin's baseball live from the comfort of your own home. If you are listening to this now, you're probably watching on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. Thanks for tuning in, and feel free to check us out on rphils.com/pressbox for all the elite baseball information on the Fightin' Phils.
The world-famous Fightin' Phils mascot band celebrates its 21st season in 2021, with pregame concerts starting Saturdays in May thanks to Truist. You heard right, actual mascots playing in a rock and roll band. See Quack the Rubber Duck on lead vocals and guitar, Screwball on drums, Bucky on bass, Change Up on bongos, and Blooper on lead guitar. A real band jamming on the T-Mobile stage before Saturday games this season. Don't miss the one-of-a-kind Fightin' Phils mascot band. Pre-game on Saturdays thanks to Truist.
Leading off the top of the 9th inning for the Reading Fightin' Phils, the center fielder, number 29, Simone Muziati.
A pitching change for the 9th inning as Luke Rennie will come in here for Franklin Parra. Reading has a 3-run lead here in the top of the 9th. Of course, Binghamton, the home team, is going to bat in the bottom half still. So Reading trying to add on to their 3-run lead as Simone Muziati, who's already had a 2-hit night, comes up. Muzziotti grounds to the second baseman, on to first, one away. Here's Logan O'Hoppe, 1 for 4.
The catcher, number 36, Logan O'Hoppe.
Hoppe takes a first pitch strike off the hands of Rennie. Rennie started the season as a starter, but transitioned to the bullpen. And he's also spent some time in High A. This is his first professional season with the Rumble Ponies, as acquired by the Mets in May. Deep fly ball by O'Hoppe, but playable for Rincon. And there's out number 2.
The third baseman, number 28, Dalton Guthrie.
Rennie was originally drafted by the Orioles in the 16th round back in 2012. So you're saying 2012, you're wondering how old. He's 27, so not too old for Double-A here as Guthrie sends the first pitch he sees foul. He's not seen time above the Double-A level. Released by the Baltimore organization in 2015. Guthrie grounds one into Redding's dugout, down 0-2. Played a lot of indie ball in that time, affiliated from the Orioles to the Mets. Frontier League. Got good action there, enough to get back into affiliated. And he gets Guthrie to send another ball foul, so we'll go again. Guthrie staying alive here. 2 outs quickly for Rennie. In the top of the 9th inning. Reading 5 runs on 8 hits. Binghamton 2 runs on 3 hits. One ball, 2 strikes here. The righty Rennie sets up, infield back deep here. And Guthrie sends it right up the middle. The second baseman on the run. Carpio over to first. And that will do it here. 3 up, 3 down goes Reading in the top of the 9th. The bottom half will have to be, we'll see who comes in to pitch here. In the bottom of the 9th inning, Reading up by 3. A save situation at Mirabito Stadium.
The Fightins feature special pregame happy hours every Monday through Thursday at the Yuengling Hometown Tap Room. Tompkins Viss Bank Plaza opens at least 2 hours before game time for all happy hours. In addition to $1 off Rusty Rail Brewing thanks to Windsor Distributing, all happy hours feature live music on the T-Mobile stage. That's happy hour every Monday through Thursday home games thanks to Rusty Rail Brewing and Windsor Distributing.
Savage 61 is a proud sponsor of Fiesta Fridays. Enjoy an art-filled game, great food, music, entertainment, and so much more here at the ballpark. The team will play as the Los Luchadores and will be wearing their Los Luchadores de Reading Latino tribute uniforms. Visit Timmy Profit and Savage 61 Pennsylvania's most awarded dealership for all your automotive deals.
Feasers Incorporated, a family-owned, full-line food service distributor located in central Pennsylvania. Services restaurants, sporting facilities, theme amusement parks, healthcare facilities, educational facilities, and other institutions throughout Pennsylvania and the Mid-Atlantic region. For over 100 years, Feasers and its employees have committed themselves to making customer service their highest priority. Feasers works hard to provide customers with the products they require, delivered by their helpful fleet drivers. Feasers is large enough to serve and small enough to care. For more information, call 800-326-2828 or Feasers.com.
Leading off the bottom of the ninth inning for your Rumble Ponies. That's it. The designated hitter, number 26, Nick Meyer.
I might go up to that Japanese place, the monument thing. I still haven't been there. Yeah, I couldn't think of the word.
Bottom of the ninth inning, a save situation, so they bring in Zach Warren here. Reading up by 3. And it's Nick Meyer who comes in, takes the first pitch ball from the lefty. Warren's been very good for Reading this season. First appearance of the series, though. First appearance of the series? Second appearance of the series. He came in after Morales. Thought I saw him before. 1 1/3 innings of work. Gave up 2 hits, 1 run on 37 pitches. Reading went on to win that game. So the second time we see him, a little bit more of a dramatic situation here. 2 balls, 1 strike here to Meyer. There's strike number 2. Meyer 0 for 3 tonight. And the crowd getting loud here. Rally time at Mirabito Stadium. They're down by 3. Reading looking to get a clean bottom of the ninth and just slam the door shut here on the Rumble Ponies. They'll advance 3-1 on the series if they win. The payoff pitch, a called strike 3. Meyer knew it. And Zach Warren rings up the first batter he sees. 1 away. So in the whole series, so they went 3-3 when they faced off against each other at First Energy Stadium. Of course, 5-4 entirely. First pitch ball to Luis Carpio. There's strike 1. Final series of the season for both of these teams as we wrap things up tomorrow. It's a 6:35 start here in Binghamton, New York. One of just 4 minor league games playing at night. Everybody else has a day Sunday game. We are in AA and below because AAA does not end the season. We are the lucky ones. Get that night game so Binghamton can shoot off some Post-game fireworks for the fan. Carpio takes it out to center. Muziati's all over it. And there's out number 2, as it's all on the shoulders of Hayden Singer now. With 2 outs, down by 3 in the bottom of the 9th. There's a first pitch strike to Singer. He's 0 for 3 today, 2 ground outs and a strikeout. The 0-1 downstairs, 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss there, strike 2. Warren 1 strike away from saving this game for Reading. They're up 5-2 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Warren has 2 saves in 3 attempts on the season for Reading. And the count evens 2-2. Two outs on the board. Here's the 2-2, just a little bit low. We'll go again. Here's the payoff pitch, swing and a miss, and Zach Warren gets the job done. A big strikeout to cap off an Arphil's victory. They take the Binghamton Rumble Ponies 5-2. They move up the series 3-1 here, and they're going to come away with a series victory against the Rumble Ponies no matter what happens tomorrow, but looking to end the season on a good note. Tomorrow, the final game of the 2021 season, 6:35 start here at Mirabito Stadium. Emily Messina on the airwaves with you tonight as the Arphils take the Binghamton Rumble Ponies 5-2 on Saturday night.